Dear friends, welcome to another episode of In the Military World. In this video, we'll talk about the United States' increased military presence in the Middle East, aimed at strengthening Israel's defense. But what is really at stake in that region? On October 1st, Israel was the target of a massive missile attack by Iran. Almost 200 missiles flew over Israeli territory, with multiple impacts in various areas. But fortunately, Israel's defensive systems, supported by strategic allies such as the United States, managed to avoid the worst. And despite the brutality of the Iranian attack, no Israeli citizens were directly affected by the rain of missiles. President Biden immediately reaffirmed his commitment to Israel's security and ordered military reinforcements to the region. Two destroyers, the USS Cole and the USS Buckley, deployed in the Mediterranean, fired interceptor missiles which, according to the Pentagon, neutralized dozens of Iranian missiles. In addition, the USS Abraham Lincoln aircraft carrier strike group was mobilized, accompanied by nearly 200 previously destructive fighter jets, 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 and deployed at air bases in the region. But why is the United States so involved? The relationship between the United States and Israel is often described as an unshakable alliance. But to understand this, we need to go back in time and look at the historical context and strategic needs that have shaped this partnership. After the founding of Israel in 1948, the United States quickly recognized and rapidly acknowledged the Jewish state. Support intensified over the decades, especially in the context of the Cold War, and since then, the United States has become Israel's main ally. But this support did not come about by chance. One of the main factors explaining American support is Israel's strategic importance in the Middle East. Since the days of the Cold War, Israel has been seen as a key ally to counterbalance the Cold War institutions. Israel was seen as a key ally to counterbalance the Cold War institutions. Israel was seen as a key ally to counterbalance the Cold War institutions. At that time, many Arab countries had close relations with the Soviet Union, and Israel, with its pro-Western alignment, became a reliable partner for the United States. Today, the scenario is different, but the strategic importance remains. The Middle East remains one of the most volatile regions in the world, with civil wars, terrorism and the threat of hostile regimes. Israel is at the center of this region and plays a crucial role in security and military intelligence, collaborating with the United States in operations ranging from combating terrorism to monitoring nuclear activities in Iran. In addition, Israel acts as a technology and defense outpost for the United States. Many innovations in cybersecurity, air defense and drone systems stem from cooperation between the two countries. Think of the Iron Dome missile defense system, which is an example of this cooperation, with American funding and technology being key to its implementation. Another fundamental pillar of this alliance is economic and military cooperation between the two countries. Every year, the United States allocates billions of dollars in military aid to Israel. This investment not only guarantees Israeli military superiority in the region, but also strengthens the industrial and technological ties between the two nations. Many of Israel's technology companies, especially in the area of security and military innovation, have a close relationship with the American market. This makes Israel not only a strategic ally, but also an important economic partner for the United States. And what can the world expect going forward? Tensions between Iran and Israel are nothing new, but with the direct involvement of the United States and the possibility of a more aggressive Israeli retaliation, the risk of a large-scale regional conflict is growing by the day. Hezbollah in Lebanon and the Houthis in Yemen are actors that could be drawn into this escalation, further increasing the risk of open warfare. Iran has said that its retaliation is complete, but both Israel and the United States remain on high alert, with the Israeli government and senior military figures in the country guaranteeing that Israel will respond to the Iranian attack on October 1st. President Biden has already made it clear that the United States will continue to support Israel, but depending on the Israeli response and the repercussions it will have on Iran and the rest of the world, we could now be facing a critical point in the geopolitics of the Middle East, with consequences that could last for decades. Thank you for watching another video from this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share, and finally, a message from our sponsors.
Are you ready to transform your life If you want to develop your personal psi but are too lazy to read a book, no problem. We have the solution. Meet the new audiobook that's changing everything. The voice from the inside. Learn how to absorb knowledge through films and series and apply it to your real life. Discover the secret to using the power of anger to your advantage and not letting it dominate you. Awaken and use the gift of the mind to achieve your goals and turn your ideas into reality. Learn how to overcome anxiety. And never again in your life will you need a psychologist. I guarantee that by diving into this chapter you will discover timeless strategies that the ancients used to overcome fears, face armies, kings, and even win empires. Based on biblical examples, learn the art of communicating better, making your conversations more impactful and meaningful. Understand the importance of being discreet and how this can improve your relationships and personal life, and discover how not to get stuck in the past. Free yourself for a future full of possibilities. Access the power of inner wisdom with the voice from the inside. Listen now and start your journey of transformation. The link is in the comments.